So we're recording. Welcome back. Good morning, everyone, or not welcome back, because some of you may not have ever seen one of my videos, because I have 330 subscribers. But that's one of the things we're going to talk about today. This is the second video, so if you want to go back and watch one I posted a couple days ago, I was going to post one every day. Got late yesterday after doing a Teams or a Zoom call, and I was coughing. You can probably hear still coming off a little bit of a cold, so I didn't want to try to shoot a video and then be coughing halfway through it later at night. You know, we get tired, we cough a little bit more. But doing better, so hope you're staying well. It's early March when I'm shooting this. So, you know, last little bit of winter colds going around. A few friends have been sick recently, probably picked up a little bug. I'm going to talk today about YouTube. This is the 5-video challenge from My Wealthy Habits. Some other people just turn the camera on, right? Make some videos. So I'm going to talk about that today. Actually, that's going to be one of the main points. But I'm going to talk about the cheat code of YouTube. Obviously, I'm just figuring this out. As I've already said, I have 330 subscribers, so I'm not some huge YouTube guru that I can start a new channel and, oh, I got 1,000 subscribers in 4 days. Well, that's because you're already all over YouTube. Your thumbnails are recognizable. Those folks give us great advice, but we really need to just work together. See what's working for the small YouTuber. And right now, that is what I want to talk about. So is there a cheat code? Is there a hack that makes YouTube work? The more I learn about YouTube, the more I work to grow and develop a YouTube channel, I realize that the secret to YouTube is they need content. That's the whole gist of YouTube. They don't produce anything. We produce it. The content creators provide YouTube with videos, music, shorts, lives. Then they go out and market the audience of all these videos. So the real secret is in the name, YouTube. It's you. You're the cheat code. Obviously, we all have differences. We're different people. The huge YouTubers, right? They're just huge. They're celebrities in their own right. Don't try to be them. Try to be you. Be yourself for a couple reasons. First off, there are things that you do, other people do them, but you do them from your background and your perspective. I'm going to sound, you know, all foo-foo and woo-woo, and you're just an individual little snowflake, but you really are, right? We're all shaped by our perspectives, by our background, by our history, by our experiences. So even though we share many traits, there are lots of people that do financial services like I do, but none of them have my background and story. And there are things that you do that other people on YouTube need to learn about, and you can make valuable content for YouTube. That way you can grow a following. You can talk about YouTube, which I'm doing right now. My Wealthy Habit, many others do that. You know, some people, that's all they do is they talk about building YouTube channels and building subscribers and how to make thumbnails. I'm not that person. I am talking about how YouTube works though, because I mean, here's a perfect example. I don't know if you know what a door ghosting is. That's when you open a door or you close a door, but you don't fully latch it. And then the door moves as if a ghost is coming in and out of your house. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of annoying. And we had some hinges that were squeaking a few months ago, trying to be a good husband and dad. You know, I got some oil and I went to lubricate the hinges so the squeaking would go away. But the other thing, the hinges were squeaking because there was a little bit of drag on them. So when I got rid of the drag, the door ghosted. And it was annoying. My wife was like, "What did you do to the door?" And I'm like, "I didn't do anything to the door." So I had to find out how to fix this. I'm not great at home repairs. It's not something I enjoy doing. It's not something I learned doing growing up. And I'm worried that we're going to have to, you know, take the hinges off, take the whole door off, you know, re-shim the hinges, balance everything. So I go online, right? And like most of us joke, YouTube certified mechanic. I finally find, first off, that's called ghosting. I didn't even know that until this. Second, I found a couple of videos where good handymen or handy women simply were popping one hinge pin out, taking it out, hitting it a few times with a hammer to put a slight amount of bend in it, not so much you can't put it back in the hinge, of course, and you slide it back in. It took me longer to do all this research and watch 2 or 3 YouTube videos than it was to fix our hinges. Saved me either buying, dinner for a friend or paying a handyman to come and do that, because I was able to find it on YouTube. And that handyman or handy woman, that's who they are. That's the you in YouTube. Maybe your thing isn't doing home repairs either, like it's not mine, but you can do other things. You can cook, you can decorate. Okay, I got to get over a lane. Sorry for that beeping and buzzing. We have a new car and it has all those safety features on it, and most of them are way annoying and really sensitive, so I'm going to figure out how to change the sensitivity if I can. Excuse me, told you, have a little bit of a cough. Probably something else I can find on YouTube, right, is put in the make and model of the car and the year and see if there's a way to, you can't turn all those safety features off nowadays, but, some of them are just way too sensitive, and the way they show up are, actually, to me, it's a little unsafe, right? The steering wheel starts vibrating, but that's a whole separate matter. But again, if there's somebody that's an expert on this make and model car, I'd love to find that video, and then YouTube is happy that I'm watching the video. But, one popular type of channel are fashion and makeup channels, mainly for the ladies, but for us guys too. And, maybe that's your thing. You're the one that all your friends ask to help do their makeup for prom or for, big date nights or weddings or whatever it is. And, you could do those kind of videos. Obviously, looking at this, that's not the kind of video I'm going to make. But that's one of the main hacks and cheat codes of YouTube, is first off, you have value that you can add for the rest of us. Now, not everybody's going to watch every single video. I don't spend time at work, when I'm on a break or when I want something going in the background, I'm not going to turn on handyman videos. One of my friends actually does, because he loves doing that. He's rebuilt a couple of fix and flip and rental properties, and he's rebuilt his own house after moving back to Southern California. So he'll do that every now and then, but I put on music, I put on personal development. You can tell I have a personal development playlist on my channel. So that's the kind of stuff that I watch most of the time. But that doesn't mean it's the only thing we watch, but you'll find your following in your niche. And with YouTube pushing small content creators, small YouTubers, to get to that 1,000 subs so that we stay making content for them, yes, it's great that they have a Mr. Beast and each video he posts gets 1 million views. But most people would only watch that video 2 or 3 times. And if they don't come back to YouTube to watch other things, they aren't making the channel happen. So that's the first one, is you in YouTube is the cheat code, right? It's right there in the name. The other thing is, if you only make 1 video or 2 videos, you're never going to find, they're never going to find you. You don't have to go find your followers on YouTube. There's no real way to do that. They have to find you. And the whole point is, to get found, you have to be out there. I'm guilty of this as well. I do post much more frequently than I used to the last year or so. Excuse me, I'm trying to get my throat to not be coughing. I know that's kind of irritating. But, you have to post those videos. And as you can tell, I am shooting this in my car as I'm driving into work. Other people shoot them, just sitting in their house, maybe at a desk. And, I'm using just my phone right now. I'm not using a microphone. Normally you'll see I have earbuds in if I'm using my laptop. But, these are very simple, easy mode is what some people are calling these videos. Some people are calling them grandpa videos. I joked about that in my last video. I'm not a grandpa yet. I'm definitely old enough to be one. But it's just talk to the camera, talk while you're doing things, and get content out there. Now, if you're teaching a skill, like the handyman video I'm talking about or the makeup video, yes, you might need to actually be doing it. And in some of my videos, I show illustrations about financial concepts. But I shoot some videos just like this. I've shot some Facebook Lives. I call them living while driving. And then I save the live, edit it just a little bit. I probably won't edit this at all. Here's talking about old guys on YouTube. I just downloaded YouTube Studio to my phone last night. So far, with 109 videos on my channel, a channel that's been around for way longer than I'd like to admit for the amount of videos and traffic I have, I wasn't even using the YouTube app or YouTube Studio app. I was doing everything on a computer. So I'm going to upload this video straight from my phone just to test how it works. I may then move it to my laptop and edit it. I don't know. It's actually the over editing and over production that gets in the way of posting content. I would highly go against. Right now, what I'm talking about is getting your channel going. If you already have a channel and you haven't been using it and you're watching this to get going again, do a commitment like I'm doing. 5 videos as fast as you can. I was trying to do 5 in 5 days. It'll be 5 in 6 or 7 days right now because I missed yesterday, as I mentioned. But, try to get that content out there. Try to get long form videos. Right now, I just glanced at my phone and I'm at 11 and a half minutes, which is a good target, at least to start with, is try to get 10 to 20 minute long videos. I talk fast. I talk stream of consciousness. You can probably tell. I don't really pause to breathe. Maybe I'll do that. My Wealthy Habit, one of the guys that I'm collaborating with, not really collaborating with yet, my Wealthy Habit, if you see this, I would love to do a collaboration with you. I'll reach out to you about that because he's inspiring me. He's already monetized one channel, had some ups and downs with that. He's has another channel now where I'm getting a lot of the ideas for these videos, and even says that. And I encourage you to do that too, right? Because there might be someone who needs to hear this content. My Wealthy Habits video won't show up on their feed. My video won't show up on their feed, but then for some reason your video does. And maybe they click on it, or maybe they click on another one of your videos because you have a different thumbnail style than mine that attracts them, and then they see it. So just make that content, get that content out there. Don't worry about it being perfect. If you haven't made any content and you're just a YouTube user thinking about becoming a content creator to become a partner someday, we all know that saying, the first is the worst. Just get that first video out there. 2 things can happen. One, you might figure out, hey, you're really good at this and you really like certain aspects of it. The other thing is you can always go back and reshoot a video. There's no law saying that you can't use the same content and the same ideas more than once. One of my businesses, I'll talk in another video about side hustles and income streams. That's one of the reasons we do YouTube if you're trying to get monetized. We teach a financial literacy class. The core of that class has not changed in over 15 years, if not even longer. How we teach it, some of the illustrations we use, the order, the pacing, those things always change. So we upload a recording about every 3 to 6 months for our streaming watch, sessions. We also do it live. We also do it in person. But that's why, we don't leave the same video up. The other thing is tax rules change, right? Investment climate, savings climates, the market changes. So we can go back and reshoot that same content. Now, some of the stuff, principles, the rule of 72, that's never going to change. But if I say I'm a financial educator and I have a financial theme to my channel and I don't have a video on the rule of 72, it's not much in the way of educating others. Well, the same thing, jot down, whatever it is you do. Going back to the first topic, this is about you, it's your channel, but it's value for others. What are 5 things? Like if I asked you right now, let's say your thing is baking and you really make great bread. One of my friends, she makes amazing sourdough bread. And I said, Trudy, I want you to teach me 5 things about sourdough. Well, what would those 5, the 5 basic things I need to know about sourdough? Well, you could probably rattle off 10 or 20 minutes about each one of those things. And now you have your first 5 videos. You don't have to wait around forever. You can, some people advocate batch shooting. I have not done that yet. But just like cooking food in batches, right? How hard is it to cook one cookie or, one roll? Yeah, you could cook 1 loaf of bread because that uses up a lot of your dough. But even then, you normally make more than 1. I think sourdough basically makes 1, but you could always scale it. She's made a bunch of loaves in 1 day. She had a sourdough cooking business for a little while. But you see what I'm saying? Make that content, get it out there, get it posted, just see what happens. There are a lot of people right now. I'm growing at about 1 subscriber a day so far this year. That's not real impressive, but considering that a year ago, I had maybe 100 subscribers. So, I'm not growing from some base where, there are a lot of people seeing my videos and they're super popular, but they're getting there. But, the YouTube algorithm is right now, from everybody's perspective, not just mine, it's pushing the smaller creators. Obviously, it learns your viewing habits because they want you to stay on YouTube and stay engaged. But it's pushing a lot of new content. So get out there. I'd love to hear what's working for you. I want to hear what your perspectives are. If there is a niche that, again, you can add value in, go ahead and jump down into the comments. I'll pin a comment down below when I do post this later today. But also, just comment and feel free to post a link, or at least just say, hey, yeah, my niche. If you're baking or cooking, I'm getting back into cooking. I don't really bake a whole lot. I probably should. But, if that's your niche, I'd love to hear about it. A friend of mine named Kenna has a site called Kenna's Kitchen. Now, they do a lot of production. Her husband is a professional. He's the manager of video marketing for a company I work with. So he's a true pro at that. So they definitely produce their videos to a pretty high degree. But they're still funny and fun, both because of he and his wife's sense of humor, but also they leave that humor in. But, that's a good cooking channel, and they just got started because he likes shooting videos, she likes cooking, and now that's a huge channel. I don't know how much they make with it. It's not enough that he's quitting his job, nor do we want him to do that. He's great at what he does. But, they have sponsorships. There's tons of ways to get monetized. I'm not the expert on that yet. But I am going to investigate some of that, maybe come back and talk about what I've learned from that. But the main point today is there's no secret cheat code to YouTube. It's in their name, You are the content creator. You are adding value to, the whole, to the environment of YouTube by posting valuable content in your niche. If nothing else, talk about how you're doing on YouTube, like I am this morning. So I'm going to talk about that for a few more videos. Probably talk next time. I might even shoot it now. Speaking of batch shooting, but talk about side hustles, side incomes, and monetizing YouTube. What I am trying to get to, what I expect. There are people making tons of money, right? But right now, I've got to at least get to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So hope you found this helpful. Standard YouTube stuff, right? Let's help each other out. Let's be good netizens, if that's even a term anymore. Like, subscribe, follow, share my post. If you find value in it, I'll put a link to My Wealthy Habits to give him chops for helping me out with this. And hey, everybody have a great day. Be safe.